Another very interesting question we have here. Believe me, when I say this interesting, it is, and you want to watch this video to the end. Also, there is a similar question like this at the end of the video for you to do. So, patiently watch to the end, solve that problem, and put your answer in the comment section. Meanwhile, let's dive right into this one. We have this equation here. This plus this plus this plus this equal to minus 4. If you make an attempt to find the LCM of this, and then you will find out that you will have a high degree of polynomial, probably polynomial in the fourth degree, and that will become a very complex solution. In this video, I want to show us a better way to solve this problem. The first thing we want to do is to look at the denominator and then replicate the denominator at the numerator so that they can cancel out. This is what I mean. We have x minus 2 at the denominator, put it at the numerator. X minus 3 at the denominator, put it at the numerator. Do the same thing here and here. Once you've done that, then look at the numerator properly. How can you make x minus 2 to become x minus 10? Correct. Your guess is as good as mine. You do what? You put minus 8 because minus 2 minus 8 will give us minus 10. So we still have x minus 10. Nothing has changed. What will you do to x minus 3 to make it x minus 9? You do what? You subtract 6. Minus 3 minus 6 will give us minus 9. Similarly, you subtract 4. Minus 4 minus 4 will give minus 8. Here you subtract 2. Minus 2 minus 5 minus 2 will give us minus 7. So you can see that we have not done anything differently, but we are only trying to solve the problem. At this point, x minus 2 can cancel out x minus 2, but be very careful because both x minus 2 and negative 8 have this common denominator. So if x minus 2 cancels out x minus 2, make sure that minus 8 retains x minus 2 as a denominator because it is a common denominator between x minus 2 and minus 8. So do not just cancel. This can cancel to give you 1. X minus 2 divided by x minus 2 will give you 1. But remember, minus 8 also have x minus 2 as its denominator, so you must retain that bit. And you do the same thing for each of the expressions, and you have this. X minus 2 divided by x minus 2 gives you 1 minus 8 all over x minus 2 because 8 also have this as its denominator. Similarly, x minus 3 divides x minus 3 give you 1, and you have minus 6 all over x minus 3. X minus 4 divides x minus 4 gives you 1, and you have minus 4 all over x minus 4. Similarly, this knocks off this 1, and you have 2 all over x minus 5. Remember, plus, plus, plus connects each of the expressions, and everything is equals to minus 4. Moving on. At this point, let's add 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 will give us 4. So we have 4, and we'll be left with minus 8 all over x minus 2, minus 6 all over x minus 3, minus 4 all over x minus 4, minus 2 all over x minus 2, because we've taken 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 to give us 4, so we drop every other thing with their negative signs. Everything is equal to negative 4. At this point, this 4 can cross over by subtracting 4 from both sides of the equation. If this crosses over, it becomes negative x minus 2, negative this, negative this, negative this, equal to negative 4 minus 4. Now take a look at this. Minus 4 minus 4 will give us minus 8. To take away the negative, we multiply both sides by negative 1. So if minus 8 changes to positive 8, it means all the negative at the left hand side will also change to positive for the equation to be balanced. This is what I mean. Minus 4 minus 4 should give us minus 8. If I take out the negative, I will equally change all the negative here to positive. That is why you see that this negative is gone. This negative has changed to positive. This negative has changed to positive. This negative has changed to positive because we've multiplied both sides by -1. As you take away the negative from this right hand side, you also change all the sign from negative to positive on the left hand side. Let's move on. It's getting more interesting, right? At this point, what do? We don't want to take LCM as well because we don't want to complicate the solution. At this point, let us think of numbers that can add up to give us 8. What number can represent this, 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 and this, such that if you add those numbers together, it will give you 8? We can represent each of them as 2, 2, 2, and 2, because 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 will give us 8. 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 2, 6, plus 2, 8, which means this expression 8 all over x minus 2 can be regarded as 2. This can be equated to 2. This can be equated to 2. And this can also be equated to 2. Because if you add all these 2's together, it will give you 8. And if this is equal to 2, you know that it will not be easy to find the value of x. And that answer you will get as x must also satisfy this to give you 2. It must also satisfy this to give you 2. And it will also satisfy this to give you 2. But take note, it must not always be 2, 2, 2, 2, or 1, 1, 1, or 3, 3, 3, or 4, 4, 4. Just find combination of numbers that when you add them together, it will give you 8 or whatever is on the right hand side. Let's deviate a little. Let's deviate from this and try something else to make the understanding very, very clear. Let's assume this is what we've got. This plus this plus this equal to 6. If we have this, the first thing we want to think about is what numbers, what 3 numbers that will represent each of these when added together will give you 6. Let's try 2, 2, and 2, because 2 plus 2 plus 2 will give us 6. So let's try 2, 2, 2. It means we are saying 2 all over x minus 2 should give us 2 for any value of x. The same value of x should make this one be equal to 2 as well as this one equal to 2. So if we put each of them as 2, let's now find the value of x for which 2 all over x minus 2 will give us 2. For us to obtain 2, it means x must be 3, right? 3 minus 2 is 1. 2 divided by 1 is 2. So if x is 3, this becomes equal to 2. Let's put 3 here and check. 3 minus 3 is 0. 2 divided by 0 cannot, which means 2, 2, 2, even though it adds up, they add up to give us 6, does not actually satisfy the equation for the value of x. So we have to try another set of number. This time, let's try 3, 2, 1. 3 plus 2 is 5, plus 1 is 6. Now, let's begin to allocate them to this expression. Let's say 2 all over x minus 2 will give us 3. So what value of x will you put into this expression to achieve 3? If you look at it very well, there is no value of x that will make this expression 2 all over x minus 2 to be 3, because 2 at the numerator can never produce 3 as an answer because it's less than 3. So it means it will not work. Let's look at this. 2 at the numerator can never produce 3 as an answer. It means this will not work. But 9 as a numerator can possibly produce 3 as an answer. So let's try to obtain 3 from 9 all over x minus 1. What value of x do you think we put here to make this expression equal to 3? That value is 4. 4 minus 1 will give us 3. 9 divided by 3 will give us 3, which means that if we put x as 4, we will obtain 3 from this expression. Now we have obtained 3. Let's try for 2 and 1. Remember, we have put x as 4, so you must maintain that x as 4. Let's put the 4 here. 4 minus 3 will give us 1. 2 divided by 1, 2. Do we have 2 here? Yes, that means this will satisfy this. Again, we have 4 as x. Put it here. 4 minus 2 will give us 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. Do we have 1 here? Yes, we have 1 here, which means we can represent this as 3, 2, 1. And the value of x here will become 4. If you understood this, that is the pattern we are also applying here. So let's just take out this. We have this as 2, this as 2, this as 2, and this as 2. So if we take out this, we can now say that each of them is equal to 2. It means 8 all over x minus 2 is equals to 6 all over x minus 3 equals to this, and equal to 2. This is the mathematical expression to show that each of them is equal to 2. So if each of them is equal to 2, we can go ahead to pick any one of them to evaluate x. Let's pick this one. So we are definitely saying that 2 all over x minus 5 must give us 2. To obtain x, let's cross multiply. 2 times x minus 5 equals to 2. Let's move to the next page. 2 times x minus 5 equals to 2. 2 divide 2 will give us 1, so that x minus 5 equals to 1. To obtain x, minus 5 crosses over to become plus 5, so that x is equals to 1 plus 5. And the value of x is equals to 6. So 6 is the answer. If you put 6 in the position of x in this equation, you will definitely obtain minus 4. You can see it is very interesting, and thank you for watching to this point. Now, this is the one for you. Find x if this is equal to 12. When you get the answer, please put it in the comment section. I will be right there waiting for you. Once again, thanks for your support and for watching this video, and hope to see you in the next video. Bye.